Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Inspired Leadership, Tragedy to Triumph. I'm your host, Ingrid Johnson. Thank you for joining me. Hey, I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. We talked about a lot of subjects. If you're following me, I hope you are. But if today's your first day seeing me, thank you so much for your support. Today, I want to talk about grace. I have been witnessing lately so much hatred. I have seen people have cat fights. They've made things sound and look worse than what they really were. And they just have no mercy at all. Now, listen, I believe calling a spade a spade. There are things that we participate in at times, and we must take accountability for our actions. So I'm not dismissing anyone's responsibility for what they do and how they behave. In fact, I discourage bad behavior, particularly negative behavior in the workspace. It's not even acceptable in your private space, but it is definitely unacceptable in your workspace. So you shouldn't be condoning that negative behavior for yourself or for anyone else. But just because someone demonstrates some type of negative or perceived to be negative behavior, and they might have even started the issue, it doesn't mean that we all should jump on board and start making judgment calls and becoming the referee. Like, oh, yes, give me that piece of information. Oh, what was it? What happened? Oh, my goodness. Woo! We need to stop. Put the brakes on that situation. It is so upsetting to me that when adults behave that way, and then when you try to speak with them, because we all make mistakes, we're all human, we all go there every now and then, somebody really ticks that bucket, right? And we are just at it, right? But come on, how many days of your life, how many hours in the day are you going to spend with such low level behavior and response and have that spirit of retaliation? Oh, they deserve that. Well, who are you to know what someone else deserved? Were you there, or are you part of that rumor mill? See, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired about the rumor mill piece, right? It just really crawls under my skin. So I decided to let me take my anguish public, if you will, and see what y'all think about this. Yes, people don't have grace. My goodness, but when the shoe is on the other foot, they want us to have all this mercy and grace and forgiveness. And oh, not me. Oh, no, not now. Oh, please, please, please don't hold that against me. But how dare you then? How dare you? When someone has been gracious and kind enough to be forgiving of the crap that you have done, then you don't find it in yourself to be forgiving of others. And then you need to take everybody on the ride with you. We going on a journey, y'all, and it don't look good. And oh no, Mary, yeah, she stepped on my pinky toe, but I'm going to make her an example. Okay, all right, yep. Mary stepped on your pinky toe and she shouldn't have done it. And she started this fight with you. There's a big but, though. Aren't you grown too? What happened to you? You don't recognize that Mary was wrong, yes. And maybe you did need to tell her a thing or two. But when do you just push the stop button? Boom. When do you stop? You just keep going and going, ruin everybody else's day, month, year. And anytime you're around, we got to revisit the story about how Mary stepped on your pinky toe. Well, I'm one of them people that's tired of hearing you talk about Mary and your pinky toe. By now, you have grown a whole nother toenail. Okay? Please. So let's talk about grace. Grace. I need this lesson too. We all are human. We all go off the easy sometimes, right? We do it. We do it. So, grace, forgiveness. I want to talk about synonyms: balance, hmm, hmm, attractiveness, uh, dexterity. We ain't strong enough to handle anything to give any grace. My goodness, elegance. Nice synonym. Decency. Where is the decency in the fabric of America today? People getting shot and killed, and people just, they say, walk right on past them. The news reports this often, that we have been desensitized. We just walk past tragedies and don't think twice about it because I got to get where I'm going. I don't even stop for 2 seconds. What happened to us? What happened to us? Polish. Hmm. Gracefulness, smoothness, tact, tact, ooh, tastefulness. My goodness. Wow. Wow. We need to have some grace. Grace, people, grace. Now, when we lack grace, we have bad manners. Crudeness. Woo. Indecency, just plain outright rudeness. Yeah, ugliness. Oh, am I talking to somebody? You acting ugly today? Ineptness. I like that one. Ooh, thoughtlessness, neglect, outright neglect, no mercy, mercilessness, tactlessness, and unforgiveness. Man, I'm telling you, it bothers me. Woo. And people say, oh, you just take side. I'm not worried. If you go out here and cause your own dog fight, that unfortunately you have to deal with the repercussions of starting dog fights all around the place. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people who join in when it's not their fight, not their battle. And they're glad you out there fighting so that because they won't have to. Come on, you let people use you like that, get you charged up and everything, so that you can go in the world with a bunch of foolishness and ignorance. Make yourself look bad. And can we just put a pause for a second and talk about how these people have children? Some of them have children, they have families, and if nothing else, they have themselves. Where you going to live after this? You go someplace and act out, you'll be homeless. You'll be locked up. What next? What, you got a bankroll full of money? You're working every day. These are working people. Come on, people. Rise up. Rise up to see a better day. Rise up. Apply grace in your life and be grateful for the grace that's been given to you. How could you be awake the next day without some grace being applied to you, your household? How do you go to and from without grace being applied to your life? Come on. Some people didn't make it. Some people are not going to make it tomorrow. Some people are not going to make it next month, but you still live to see another day. Grace, grace. Are you bitter? Is bitterness making you so uneasy? Ooh, so bad, much with bad behavior? Oh my goodness. Where's your work ethic? Where is your pride in yourself? Does your ego take the best of you? You think you the hottest thing smoking, I see. So you could just act out and put other people down. Come on. Where is your grace? Bad behavior is not in. Don't believe what you see other people doing. That's a smoke screen. Bad behavior is not in. Bad behavior won't get you much, if anything at all. Get you in trouble. Make you lose everything that you worked hard for. And guess what? It takes a long time to get some things settled in life, particularly these days in the period of COVID pandemic. You may never recover some things, but you have you. And if you wake up on this side, you are waking up because you were granted grace. Grace speaks volumes over every situation, every problem, every circumstance because we have grace. Grace is what lets you see your children grow up despite your shortcomings. Grace is what lets you become a grandparent and see your seed go forth and your namesake go forth. It's grace. Grace, not your own might, not your own self. Grace. Instead of being selfish, be selfless. Grace. Die down, people. Fall back. Where's your grace? Ooh, humble yourself. My goodness. It ain't all about you. Yeah, maybe you are cute, but you're not too cute for God. Grace. Grace and mercy. Where would we be if someone didn't think to stretch their hand behind and pull us up with them to the front? Grace. Grace. Somebody made the path bright for you. Grace. You just got on the scene in the last 50 years, 40 years, 30 years. Humanity's been going on for centuries. Grace. Okay? You didn't come out here and build the first building and cut the first strand of grass. Grace. Woo. You riding, not walking. Grace. You got shelter. Grace. People love you. Grace. Mercy. Come on. We got to do better. We got to do better. And I haven't given up. I'm disappointed in some things that I have seen, but I haven't stopped because I felt that if I brought the message forward, I could help somebody else avoid the foolishness and remind people about grace. So I hope I've helped somebody today. I am Ingrid, your host. You can catch me, Ingrid Inspired, on social media, including YouTube. And I hope you continue to follow me. I hope I bless your life today and help you remember it's only by His grace. Hey, until we see each other again, ciao.